at Pisces. Let's get into a reading. We're going to do a love energy update and see what's coming out for you. Keep an open mind. This may or may not be your reading. And if you need anything, guys, you can always find it in that comment section, okay? Patreon and channel members get to see these first, always and forever. All right, let's get it. These are going to be my oracle cards that I'm using off the bat. You can find them on my Etsy shop, as well as birth charts. I have those released. All right, let's see. I've not been willing to let something go. Okay, so someone here has a blockage and they're not willing to let the blockage go. All right, which has been getting in the way of your guys' connection. Thinking of others touching you makes me pissed and extremely jealous. The last time I seen you in person still runs through my mind. They could also be thinking about the fact that they wish they would have said something to you that they kept to themselves. Okay, so the first thing I'm thinking about is the last time you talked to someone or the last time you seen them, they wanted to say something, but they didn't, and now they wish that they would have. What is happening in this person's life? They're having to make choices. Them or... Okay, so what I wanted to say is they have to make choices. Them or everyone and everything else. This person is at a place where they have to decide what's important to them. Them being happy, them making the life that they want, them making the life that they choose, or them fulfilling others' wants, needs, and fantasies. I feel like what's taking place is the universe is kind of testing this person. Are you going to keep doing what others want you to do? Are you going to keep living their life? Sometimes people around us will try to protect us because they have regrets. But that doesn't mean that what they regret, you would regret. Somebody might jump out of a plane and not regret it, and I might jump out of a plane and I might regret it. We all feel differently. Our views on life is different. So I feel that someone here is kind of being put to the test. Do you have the strength to manifest something, but also make the choices to get you to that manifestation? And then I think the universe is going to give them a moment to kind of rest and reflect. And then and then what's going to happen is I feel like this person's life is going to start kind of crumbling, and then it's going to have them wanting to run to you. That's what I'm getting. It's like the universe is going to give them the opportunity to fix the issue. And if they don't fix the issue, then the universe is going to come in and go, okay, move. We've got it. Move. You won't get rid of it. We'll get rid of it for you. And then this person is going to want to come running straight into your arms. Okay, I'm ready. I have the desire. I'm ready for the new beginning. I'm ready for this love. I'm ready for everything. Because they are not willing to let something go. So this is the last test before the universe goes, move the fuck out of my way. Why do they want to run to you? It's going to happen very quickly because they're going to feel very wounded. They're going to feel very defeated. They're going to feel on their last foot, on their last leg. They're going to feel really guarded. They could feel depleted. And you're something that they kept close to their chest. Have you ever been a part of a family dynamic where maybe a couple for 20, 30, 40 years, they fought. They have fought. And every time they fight, the mom or the dad will bring up someone from that person's past and be like, I know that if we wouldn't have got married, you'd be married to Tim. Don't act like you fucking wouldn't. And then as soon as they get divorced, and it might not be because of Tim, but as soon as they get divorced, the first thing she does is go run into Tim. And then it gives him the opportunity to say, see, I fucking told you. I fucking told you. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing an energy of someone, as soon as life crumbles, they want to come running to your arms. Now, I'm not saying that that is the scenario behind it. It could be because if I haven't been willing to let something go, maybe it's something that's hard to let go. Maybe it's an energy, again, if it is a marriage or something like that, where they don't want to be the person where it's like, well, we told you. We told you. So you could be something that they hold close to their chest. You could be something that they don't let others know that you're on their mind. What's going to happen in their world for it to start falling apart? Right now, they don't see it clearly. They could even be unhappy, to be honest with you. They could even be unhappy. A lot of these are sideways and upside down. Getting truth, noticing that they're burdened. If they know you, if they know how to watch you, spy on you, or get information around you, they are. And they're planning for the future. They're wishing for better days. Listen to your intuition. Your intuition is telling you that they're going to come in with some sort of offer. An offer with everything. Wanting to have an honest conversation with you. Wanting to give and receive. Again, this could be someone who doesn't respect boundaries. So this person might be a little bit of a monkey brancher, or it might be someone who is wanting to overcome a challenge and go towards a fresh start. But you could have already placed a boundary of, listen, I don't trust you. You're not willing to let something go. So here's my message of truth. You ain't gaining anything. That could have been something that you said. I will say this. The universe is about to push this person into a moment of, we don't care if you want it, you don't need it. And what it's going to do is push this person to come, they're going to want to come running into your arms. They're going to want your compassion, your love. They're going to want everything from you. They're going to want to start a new beginning with you when they're still feeling defeated, when they're not completely out of whatever chapter that is. So it could be them still kind of trying to pick up the pieces. They're going to want to come in and you help them pick up the pieces. You have to decide if you want to do that. Now, I am seeing that they haven't either gotten the clarity that it's about to hit the fan, or it's recently hit the fan and you've not gotten clarity yet, that they're kind of filling out when they should come in. I mean, this could be someone who's going through a divorce and don't have a place to live. This could be someone who, again, wasn't willing to let go of a blockage. Maybe they said, no, I want to continue to work in New York City. Well, maybe that corporation's closed now and they're coming on back home, okay? And they weren't willing to let that job go, but that job let them go because, let's be honest, they're not important to that corporation. There's one of many, okay? And now they want to come in and tell you, you know, I'm really burdened around the fact that I did that. And I want to see where this chapter could go. And you're going to have an honest conversation with them and decide whether or not you want to overcome the challenge. Because this person is at a place where others touching you or others dating you or being with you makes them extremely uncomfortable. And I think it's because they want to be with you. I think that's what it is. They're going to want to come in and be spontaneous. Should you trust this person? Queen of Cups, Seven of Cups, that's confusion, that's illusion, or that's a lot of options. Four of Pentacles. So what they're telling me is right off the bat, I see you staying single. I see you staying independent and in control of one and oneself until you know what the hell this person wants. So yeah, this person's world's falling apart. They're going to want to come and run into your arms. But I see you being along the lines of, why are you here? I get your world's falling apart. I get changes are happening. But I need for you to clear this up. I need truth. I need honesty. I need direct communication. And if you can't give that to me, then I can't guarantee my Friday night's going to be clear for you, okay? Why are you here? And again, they're going to tell you that they want a new beginning. Should you trust this new beginning? Is this really something you should give to? The Devil. So I don't think that this person's doing self-reflection on the fact that I don't know, with the Devil, you might see this as something where they're not really thinking their actions through. Maybe they're being pushed by lust and fueled by passion, and you feel like they're kind of being reckless, or that's all that they're really thinking about. There's a part of you that's not necessarily trusting this fully. Now, Two of Cups on the bottom is telling me that it could be someone who is in your soul family. And they're going to, again, give you some sort of message of good news. No, good news, I want to build with you. Good news, I'm here. I know I couldn't make the changes, but the changes were made. That's going to be this person's energy. Did they finally make the changes, or did they just get pushed out? Time is up. They were indecisive. They were unsure. So they continued to be wishy-washy. Yeah, I think I'm going to quit this job. No. I don't want to leave New York City, though. Like, I know I could go back home and build with you, but what if I build with you and we break up? Like, this is my career we're talking about. If this is someone who already had something else, it could have been an energy of, but I can't let them go. So I'm just going to juggle you. Is that okay? And there could be something coming in where you might not have clarity yet, but you're going to get clarity that something has ended. And it might be this person not respecting your boundary for you to find that out. Now, here's the thing. With the devil here, I'm saying that you might need to recognize that there's a part of this person that could be kind of obsessed with you and could need to go through a moment of healing. They could be so obsessed with wanting to be with you that they're not really healing from what they just got out of. They're not resting. They're not taking a moment. Again, this could be a woman who's getting out of a relationship and she's going to want to come running straight into your arms, which means she might bring baggage from that past relationship. She might take her anger out, her resentment out. She might project problems in that past relationship onto you because she's not had time to really evaluate what the hell took place and heal from it. Maybe she needs to recognize it wasn't her fault that they were always fighting, that it wasn't her fault that she felt so lonely. It isn't her fault that she wants to go running into something else because she does want to feel loved. She wants to feel valued. However, you might need to also recognize that this person needs to go through a season of enlightenment. They need to do some sense of self-reflection and ask themselves, why are they so obsessed with wanting to be with you? Why do they feel that they need to, as soon as they move out, go running straight to your house, straight into your arms? Why are they so scared of being by themselves for just a moment? That's what I think is happening here. I don't think it's this person's a bad spouse, this person's going to be a shitty person, this person's going to be the love of your life. I think it's more along the lines of they were not willing to let something go. The universe is taking it nonetheless because it's time. They now want to build with you. You're going to be a little on edge on whether or not you should trust them because I see you viewing them as someone who's either sneaky. You either see him as a liar, a cheater, a thief, or sneaky. You see him as someone who's sneaky. And if that's the case, you're less likely to want to build with them. So if they're able to come in and answer all of these questions, well, why am I the special one? Why are you so obsessed to build with me all of a sudden? Yeah, I get it. We used to know each other. You were in a commitment, blah, 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 blah. But why is it as soon as you guys broke up, I was the one you come running to? I'm confused. If I was that special, why didn't you do it before now? That could be conversations that's going to have to take place. Now, I will say this. One of the reasons they're doing it is because as soon as they were done with that contract, as soon as that job fired them and they found out they're going back to Pennsylvania, they started thinking about you and how extremely jealous they are around the fact that someone else could be in your home, in your bed, on your couch. And they're not going to respect your boundary. They might just show up. This might be someone who gets into town and just shows up at your house. This is someone who I feel like you would be like, okay, no, we're done. I'm never speaking to you again. And then you're at the same coffee shop. In your mind, what a coincidence. It might not be a coincidence. They might have heard through the grapevine that every day before work, you go to that coffee shop and all of a sudden they're showing up at the coffee shop at the same time. It wasn't a coincidence. That's what I'm saying here, okay? So again, they feel like you are it for them. So this person, when I tell you they're obsessed with growing with you, I'm not fucking kidding. I'm not kidding. They see you as a soulmate. They see you as the one. You're going to have to make a final decision though. Is this person what you want? Is this the person you want to take a leap on? Is this too much of a risk? Or is this the kind of risk where it's worth risking it all? You get to choose. I mean, it's kind of like gambling. Let's be honest. If you gamble, if you go to a casino, if you do anything of that sort, you're going to take strategic risks. You're not just going to go in and go, okay, you know, it's never landed on, what is it, red 13? Is it black 13? I think it's red 13. Then I ain't going to go in and put my damn bet on red 13. No, I'm not doing that. You're going to be strategic. Same when it comes to love. If you know that you have bet on someone once, twice, 3 times and they continue to fail you, you're going to be like, okay, I need to be strategic. I'm not going to keep betting on the same person for them to show me it ain't worth betting on. Again, this person could be feeling like they don't know why their life is falling apart. Again, they could be wanting to come towards you because you inspire them. They, you know, maybe this is something as simple as, you make me want to change. You make me want to do things differently. And I'm wondering how you feel. They could come in with some sort of flirty communication out of nowhere. Now, I am saying that you guys, one of your problems you might have building a relationship is that you guys don't share the same values. So how you would show up in life and how they're going to show up in life is going to be completely different. So maybe keep that in mind. Take that into consideration. So you might value showing up for your family. If you say you're going to do something for your family, you're going to do it. You're going to be there. They might be the complete opposite. They might be like, yeah, but family don't do nothing for me. So family, your family's not important to me. You guys might have different values on what you find important. So maybe keep that in mind as well as they come running towards you. Be careful of this person taking action and saying that you guys can get over that and that being their strategy for you guys to build with one another. So here's the thing. I'm going to use this as an example. I dated someone, and when I first started dating him, I told him, I was like, listen, I don't do church. I'm spiritual. I told him about all of this, and I was like, I don't do church. What is your thoughts? He was a big church person. He read the Bible. He did all the beautiful little things that church people do. And I told him, I was like, I don't think I'm right for you because I think what you want is something that I'm not. And I want to be able to show up for you, but I also don't want to go to church. I don't want to be committed to something like that for myself. He replied back, it'll be fine. We can work it out. No, it won't. Because if church is important to you, you deserve someone who wants to make what's important to you important to them. And I'm being very direct with you right now and telling you that church will never be important to me. I don't care how much you want to read the Bible to me. I don't care how much you want me to show up with you and your family. I do not value church the way that you do. My church is this. My church is y'all. Okay? My church is talking to God by my damn self. And he had this strategy that everything's fine. Love is all you need. And I completely disagree. I believe that you should be, some sense, compatible and be willing to sacrifice and compromise to show up for your partner. But you also have to be honest in what you're willing to sacrifice. And I was not willing to do that. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here. So some of you could have a dynamic like that. This could be someone that's about to approach you and their strategy is it doesn't matter. I'm running to your arms. We can make this work. We can fix it. But what you need to recognize is that there could be things in the far future where you value it or they value it, and that's going to become a problem. And again, if I use that example, that could have become an issue. He could have then went to church by himself multiple times a week. Everyone asking, where's your girlfriend? Where's your wife? Oh yeah, he's going to feel alone eventually. And I might not be being the kindest right now and being like, yeah, you know, it's fine. I really enjoy you. No, because I don't want to get divorced in 5 years. I don't want you to leave me or me to leave you because I'm resenting you because you want me to do something I don't want to do. And you're resenting me because I won't compromise. When I told you from the get-go, I wasn't compromising that. Doesn't make him a bad person. Doesn't make him great. He was great. He was great. And he was awesome. But in that moment, I recognized that there was a little bit of a strategy here. A strategy of, well, if you wanted to, you would. When in reality, it's not that simple. Sometimes you shouldn't have to sacrifice yourself time and time and time again to make the relationship work. And if you're having to jump through hoops to make the relationship work, maybe recognize it's not meant to work. Okay? Again, it's okay to compromise. But at what point are we going to compromise? Again, I'll go fishing. I'll go hunting. But I'm not doing it 5 times a day. But I can tolerate it. I'll deal with it. There are things I will not do. I will not rob nobody with you. I will not go to jail with you. I will not go to church with you. That's just me. And at the end of the day, if you allow someone to come in with a strategy of, well, let's make this work. I'm going to run into your arms. It's going to be me and you. We can make anything work. You're going to go into this relationship on a fantasy level. And then when problems really come hitting you guys, how are you going to handle them? Okay? Because again, when you first get with someone, you're willing to do all of the things you don't want to do. But after a few years, you quit doing that 9 times out of 10. And that's not fair to either one of you. You got to be honest. And that's what I'm seeing here as well. This person might come in with a strategy that doesn't make sense, a strategy where they're kind of being deceitful. Right now, it might not matter. Right now, you're just the love of my life. I want to build this with you. But what they might not be telling you is that they're exhausted. They've not healed. They've not rested. They don't know what the future looks like. They just know that they need to take action, so they're taking action because they don't want to miss this opportunity. But sometimes when we do that, we half-ass it. I mean, here's an example. If you go to launch a product for a business, if you're in a panic of, oh my God, someone's going to have my idea, I got to get this out there, you're going to half-ass the product. You're not going to have time to order it, check it out, none of that, because you're in a panic. You're trying to beat someone to the punch. That could be this person's energy. Their world is falling apart and it has them wanting to come straight to you, and that's fine, that's great, that's grand, but you have to decide whether or not that's something that you want, okay? So I'm going to leave it here. Have a blessed day.